He had his parents drop him off at the theater. They drove him in from New Jersey. And they told him that they would pick him up when the show was over at midnight. And he thanked his mom and dad for letting him be an artist. And he came to my bar. And he had one tiny beard hair. Just jutting out, and it was very long. And he showed me his fake Connecticut ID. And I said, little boy, you don't really like the taste of beer, do you? And he said, no ma'am, I don't like the taste of beer at all. But I served him one. And then he became a man. And look at you now, Dan. You're such a masochist, you invited people who don't really know you or like you to roast you. You're really an inspiration to us. So let's raise a glass to a would-be yuppie bridge and tunnel brat keeping the East Village art scene alive, right, Kelly?
Yes.
Here's to you, my friends, and the 20-somethings who you make feel special. Rapper in New York City, Tim Shea.
Oh shit! Come here. Thank you for serving me my beer when I was drastically underage. And I was living.
Wow. You guys okay? Does anyone need to do a little like CPR or something? Jesus. Holy shit. Dude. That was brutal. Alright, so we're gonna move right along our list right now. We're gonna bring up a guy I know, I like him, I know him, and I like him. He's a very special guy. He's bald, everybody. He's somewhat bald.
How bald is
He was well endowed when he was born, but I'm not in the way you think. With his voice, he has a perfect monotone radio voice. I'm talking about Bill Chambers, guys. Bill Chambers! Sit down, Bill Chambers. Sit down. He's got a great radio voice. He also has a great radio face. Yeah! As in, if you're born with this face, you should stick to radio. He kind of looks like an old man's face was merged with a baby's face at the same time. Like if after Darth Vader took off his mask and said, "You already have my son. You already have. You were right. You were right." And then he just survived and had a great improv comedy career. Now, I would say that this guy drinks like a fish, but that's not really true. He drinks more like a frog, am I right? He drinks like if Frog from Frog and Toad became an alcoholic. And Toad was like, come on. Frog was like, whoa, I don't know. I just have to go to the river. You know what I mean? He's a frog. Ah. All right, that one didn't work. All right, whatever. It's Bill Chambers, everyone.
Thanks, Tim. And thanks to Tim's parents who are obviously still writing his jokes for him. We're here tonight to pay tribute to Dan Rigger.
Yes.
He's not dead yet, but why wait? You know, Dan would like to thank all the people that really love him and they care about him for being here tonight, but we couldn't find any, so I guess we'll have to do. Thanks to Tim Shea and Sarah Dillon for hosting this thing. Give it up for Tim, Shane, and Sarah Dillon, everyone. Come on. Oh, Tim, you forgot my extra order of onion rings. Can you ride your bike back to work?
He tips like shit.
Tim, it's funny, every now and then I do get, this isn't even part of the bit, but when I will order from Tim's restaurant, he shows up on his bike, and it's kind of that weird, like, he delivers my food, and it's like, oh, hey, well, thanks. I'm going to continue smoking weed and watching Fargo. True stuff. Tim dresses like he went to the boys department at TJ Maxx and pointed at one of the mannequins and said, "Make me look like that." Tim Shane's less of a comedian and more like an alcoholic with Tourette syndrome and a microphone. His ass is jealous of all the shit that comes out of his mouth. Somebody get this guy a sandwich, or Milazzo, give him a piece of prosciutto from that Ziploc bag you keep in your jacket. Now, of course, there's Sarah Dillon, Daniel's lesser half, and his other most famous beard. Or as we all call her, the upgraded version. This is a roast, right? Sarah's good for Dan, though. He used to date teenagers. Now he only dates girls that are as dumb and immature as teenagers. But seriously, Sarah, you were really funny until you started talking. It's just nice to see you on stage not doing poetry tonight. Except now I'm not sure when to check my phone or go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I know you take it seriously. At least you don't try to publish it, though, because that saves everyone the time of throwing it out. But hey, keep at it. Not being good enough to be professional hasn't stopped a lot of people. Speaking of Mike Milazzo, it's great Mike Milazzo could be here for the birthday roast of his son, Dan. How you doing there, old-timer? Did you take your pill? If you want to write a Mike Milazzo song, here's the simple way to do it. Learn 6 chords, forget 2 of them, rip off some Jimmy Page and Hendrix licks, and boom, 2 albums of shit. Mike Milazzo was a pair of Bermuda shorts away from managing a Guitar Center. Now, I'm not saying Mike's fat, but recently he got a chest x-ray and there's a ham sandwich where his heart should be. His emergency contact is Papa John's. But, I mean, seriously, Mike is tighter with everyone in the scene than his dentures. Which are dangerously loose.
Oh my god.
Chili right now.
I knew that. That's fair.
Let's see who else is in the room here. Henry Vega. Henry, I don't have any jokes about you, but that's okay because nobody here knows who you are. I just kind of assumed you were the bus boy based on your last name. But seriously, he really tries hard, so let's give him Nick Balls. You might have heard him lately. It's nice to know that ISIS isn't the only thing bombing a lot lately.
topical.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought your best open mic stuff to the stage tonight. Man. But you know, the only jokes I could come up with for you were extremely racist. So I'm gonna be respectful and wait until you leave and tell them to all my white friends.
Oh my God.
Oh come on! You're a fucking brave. Nick put some. No going back now.
Yeah.
Nick puts new meaning into the word comedian and no meaning into a lot of other many words. I'm not sure what you do for a living, but I know it's not this. Now I feel bad. So let's go to John Murdoch.
Yeah!
John Murdoch, the only person in the room who can say I've never smoked crack, and it's an actual accomplishment. I remember the first time I met John. He came up and said hello, and I said, sorry, I don't have any change. When I first met John, he was living in the weed closet at a drag restaurant. And in 6 short years, he finally has a sleeping bag at a squatter house to call his own. But John isn't concerned with the superficial things in life, like deodorant or dignity. It's a good thing we didn't organize this roast, because if it was like any of his other shows, it would have started 2 hours late, and it would have gone all night until the last disappointed person walked out the door. But it always warms my heart when I see John kissing his girlfriend Took, because it's one of the only things that makes her stop talking about herself for a few minutes. Took and John are proof that water finds its own level. They're happily married, at least as far as Took's concerned. Oh, those were her own clothes, by the way. She didn't lose a bet. Now we know whatever happened to Baby Jane. That goes for Greg and Mike, because they're both 7 years old. Now, a lot of you have probably heard Took caterwauling at the mic downstairs while you're out back smoking cigarettes. But if you've never seen her act, I'm jealous. I've had sandwiches at Cat's Deli with less ham. Took loves nature despite what it's done to her. You know, I put effort in this song. Alright, who else is here? Oh, Greg Levine's here.
Hi.
Oh, can someone get Greg a booster seat so he can see what's happening? Greg's a good friend, which is saying a lot, because you all know how hard it is to tolerate him. Greg's also old enough to be Dan's father, except that he was a virgin until 6 months after he got married. Thanks, Greg. Thank you, Greg, for being here and taking time out of your busy schedule being an unemployed actor. At the age of 60, Greg took a long, hard look at his life, standing on a step stool so he could see himself in the bathroom mirror, and made the decision to leave a cozy job writing for a successful news organization to try his hand at the entertainment business, which is probably the funniest thing he's ever done.
Yes!
Oh, Greg, your poor wife. She tells her friends you're dead, you know. But I'm sure she's glad to support your art, knowing that every time you get cast as guy who walks by in the background on some TV show, that's $100 more she can squirrel away into the divorce fund for her lawyer. And finally, that brings us to the man of the hour, Dan Riker. And I gotta say, It's nice to make fun of you to your face for once. And as it's already been mentioned, whenever I watch Dan hosting the mic downstairs, it just makes me realize how much I do miss Penny Pollock. Dan, I'll tell you this, I've never liked your music. It's like if Freddie Mercury and Radiohead had an abortion. But no matter how it sounds, you always know he's trying his best. No, I'm kidding, you're wonderful. You've told me this several times. Dan's got the fashion sense of a 1940s immigrant on a boat to Ellis Island. But when he lacks in fashion sense, he makes up for it in bad breath. I couldn't think of a good ending to that one. Dan's apartment looks like a Mexican pawn shop. And the bathroom is exactly how you would imagine the bathroom at a Mexican pawn shop. Like where the sink is so dirty that it's cleaner to just not wash our hands. You've probably never been to Dan's apartment unless it was absolutely necessary. But you really love what he's done with the place. The dusty picture frames and fast food soda cups full of melted ice and cigarette butts are a nice, classy touch. Our little guy is all grown up. And is that garbage sculpture you're working on in the living room like an art thing, or are you just going for that freshman dorm motif I keep reading about in architecture and daily digest? Whatever, I don't give a shit about this. Dan's place is so dirty, the cat sleeps in his own litter box and it's the cleanest place in the The rats keep calling 311 on the landlord. And the bedbugs sleep in the tub.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm glad we can kid around because with you that's really all we can do. But seriously, you're a great guy. I look forward to, I don't know, the few years you have left. And I look forward to doing this at your funeral. So, happy birthday, Dan.